Hello, I'm Raynor. Welcome back to another video of Raynor's Guitar Digest. Okay, today I'm going to share with you on common time signatures in pop music in the context of sing guitaring. Okay, so it is okay if you are not good in music theory, as I'll try to make it as easy to understand as possible lah. Okay, so in terms of playing accompaniment or rhythm in sing guitaring, right? First of all, we must understand to play any piece of music, right? We need some form of timing rules to control how long each chord will be played in that song. Okay, so else you may overshot or undershot playing some chords, and your playing will be like out of sync, or you will basically ruin the whole song. Okay, so in order to do that, right, we must slice the song into smaller and generally equal parts. Okay, so each of these equal parts, right, are measures that we call bars. Okay, so generally, right, each bar will contain an equal number of beats. Okay, so for most pop songs, right, we usually hear the most common timing signature is 4 beats per bar. Okay, in formal music theory, they call it the 4/4 time signature. Okay, 4/4 time signature. So the bottom numbers, the bottom number in the 4/4 time signature, right, it means that each beat is a quarter note. Okay, each main beat is a quarter note. So a quarter note looks like this in music. Okay, so then we have a 1/8 note, 1/8 note, okay, which is half of the quarter note, which looks like this in music. And also a 1/16 note, which is half of the 1/8 note, which look like this in music. Okay, so the top number in the 4/4 time signature, the top number, the 4, right, it means that there are 4 of this quarter note, okay, in each bar. Okay, so it will look like this in the diagram here, okay, in the time signature here. So when we count, right, we count out the 4 main beats as 1, 2, 3, 4. So assuming we play a downstroke at each main beat, it will be down, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so however, when we play plucking or strumming, right, the occurrences of notes that you play or strokes can also occur at any point in the middle of the main beats. Okay, so what we can do is we need to divide each main beat, right, to their sub beats to cater to such occurrences. Okay, so it will look like this in the video after we divide each of the quarter notes into half. Okay, so remember that I mentioned that 1/8 note look like this. Okay, so when you have two 1/8 notes, right, grouped together as a main beat, it will look like this. These two 1/8 notes, they will be tied together. So now we count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and per bar. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in 1 bar each. Okay, so now each beat, right, can accommodate more strokes at a higher frequency, and you can play down, 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 or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, 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 down. Okay, so and if we want to even further slice the subbeats into even smaller subbeats, right, we can slice the main beats even further to accommodate 1/16 notes. Okay, so it will look like this in the video after we slice it even further. So remember that I mentioned that 1/16 note look like this. Okay, so when you have 4 1/16 notes, right, grouped together as a main beat, right, it will look like this. Okay, which all the 1/16 notes tied together. Okay, this one will become one whole you will form one whole main beat lah here. So now each beat, right, can accommodate even much more further strokes. Okay, even more strokes. Okay, at a higher frequency, and you can play like so. When we count on timing, right, we do 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the, or you can, in terms of the stroke, it will be down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, so as we cannot use the subbeat N anymore to confuse us with other subbeats, right, we use E and a to represent the other 1/16 subbeat points. Okay, so now you will slowly start to realize that many 4/4 pop strumming patterns, right, are based on modifying this pattern in the above timing here to get the resulting pattern. So Just now the pattern that I played was 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the, okay, down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, so a lot of, like just now as I said, a lot of pop patterns, pop strumming patterns, right? They are based on modifying. That means they take away some of the strokes here and there to form other strumming patterns based on the 4/4 time signature here. Okay, so that's all for 4/4. So another common pop time signature will be what we call a 3/4. Okay, 3/4, which of course will mean there are 3 main quarter note beats in each bar. Okay, so each will it will look like this. Okay, in the video. Okay, so when we count it, we count it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That is one bar. Okay, or you can just play it in terms of the show is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, 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 down. Okay, so similarly, right, you can divide each main beat, okay, into smaller subbeats to cater for more complicated patterns, and you will become 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay, or down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so each of these same thing. Each of these main beats here, they are divided into half. Okay, so to form subbeats here lah. So you become 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, and when we count back to the main beats will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay, so this for 3/4. So example of English songs using this pattern, right, will be an oldie folk song called Edelweiss by Bill Lee. I think you might have heard of this song in the movie Sound of Music. Okay, so while an example of Chinese pop song using this pattern will be Hou Lian Pi by Ella. Okay, Ella from SHE. Okay, so I won't be going to the details of the song patterns or chords. Okay, you can actually Google it yourself and try it out for the fun of it lah. Okay, yeah. Okay. So another common pop time signature will be the 6/8. Okay, 6/8 time signature. So what does the 6/8 time signature looks like? Well, you may have guessed, right? Okay, it means each bar, right, contains 6 1/8 notes. Okay, which look like this in the video. Okay, so when we count as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the way we group the subbeats, right, and counting, right, now looks a bit different because 6/8, right, it belongs to a second type of time signature called the compound time signature. Okay, it may sound very complicated to you, but just remember 6/8 is one of the compound time signature. Okay, so first, although, right, we have 6 1/8 notes, right, okay, 6 1/8 notes, we group them in 2 main beats. Okay, the first 3 1/8 notes, right, belong to the first main beat group. Okay, and the 4th, 5th, and 6th 1/8 note, right, belong to the second main beat group. Okay, so in compound time signature, right, each main beat is divided into 3 subbeats instead of 2. Instead of 2 like in 4/4 or in 3/4. So basically, right, 6/8, right, is equivalent, right, to 2 main beats per bar, with each beat, right, divided into 3 subbeats. Okay, 6/8 is equivalent to 2 main beats per bar, with each beat divided into 3 subbeats. So, and when we count, right, we don't use E and E. Okay, just happen that we don't use E and E, but instead we count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With the 1, 2, 3 belonging to the first beat, and the 4, 5, 6 belonging to the second beat. Okay, so popular Chinese songs using 6/8 time signature will be 喜欢你 by Chen Jieyi, Kit Chan. As for English, right, we have 1,000 Years by Christina Perri, and You Are the Reason by Caleb Scott, and also You and Me by Lifehouse. Okay, I believe all these songs might sound familiar to you lah. One or two of them, or all of them. Okay, so one last common pop time signature I'm going to talk about will be the 12/8. Okay, 12/8. What does the 12/8 time signature looks like? So you may have guessed it means each bar, right, contains 12 1/8 notes. Okay, which is like double of the 6/8 just now, right? So which looks like this in the video. The way we count it as 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So 12/8 is also a type of compound time signature. So with 12 1/8 notes, right, we group them in 4 main beats. Each main beat will consist of 3 subbeats. Okay, so and when we count, right, as just now I counted it for you, now we use and a. We don't care about the e just now we use in count in the 4/4 time signature. So we count it as 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Okay, you can just think of 12/8, right? Like a 4/4, but each main beat, right, is divided into 3 instead of into 2 or into 4. Okay, 12/8 is something like a 4/4, but each main beat divide into 3 instead of into 2 or into 4. Okay, so popular Chinese songs using 12/8 time signature will be 心不了情 by Wan Fang, a very popular Chinese ballad in the pop industry lah. So as for English, right, we have Perfect by Ed Sheeran, okay, which is actually the way 12/8 time signature work, right, is actually it actually drags the song a lot. It pulls each bar, it stretches like the bar a lot. It's something like a 4/4, you stretch it. Okay, so the whole song will sound very draggy actually. Yeah, but it's not draggy in a bad way. It's actually draggy in maybe in a romantic way. Yeah, so that's how 12/8 works. Okay, so alright, that's all for this video. Hope you learned something new, and remember to subscribe, follow, like, or comment below if you have any questions. Okay, thank you and see you in the next video. Goodbye.